Hey guys, Dave Sells, the Bearded Bee Man with BA Springs Woodenware and Bee Supply, basprings.com. Today we're going to install some packages this afternoon. We've had a package video in the past, but we're going to do a new one. We've got a couple packages that need to go in this afternoon. We're trying some new hive equipment today also, so we're going to be showing you that also, but we should walk you step by step through this whole process. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you get everything ready. Have everything that you need. Have your packages, have your sugar water. You're going to need a sprayer that hasn't been used for anything before, like Windex or anything else, Dollar General store, just $1. You're going to use a little sugar water in there. You want to make sure you have your protective equipment. Once you get into this, you're going to want to be able to deal with these guys, and you want to protect your eyes always. So we're going to get started. We're going to do a package install right over here. We'll go over the whole thing step by step with you. We've got a couple of 3-pound Italian packages here. Came from Honeybees. We just picked these up today. They just got shook yesterday, so these guys are good and fresh in here. We've got a queen inside of here. We've got a can of food inside of here, and the queen's in her queen cage. So the first thing we're going to do, get her out and get her prepared. So what you're going to want to do, one of the best things and first things to do, check your sprayer, make sure you got a good spray going on. You can wet them down just a little bit. That's going to cool them off. It's also going to give them something to do, start cleaning up themselves a little bit. Also help them clump up just a little bit. Don't worry to be a little liberal with them. So we're going to drench them down just a little bit here. The idea is just to make them to where they'll clump up some. So what you're going to want to do is take this package right here on the ground. Going to give it 2 good thumps. You see there, that's going to get everybody down into the bottom. Give you an opportunity to take your hive tool. You'll remove this little piece of wood from the top. You're going to need this, so don't get rid of it. You're just going to set it over to the side. You can see here, this strap right here has your queen cage on it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get this can out. So one more little thump, get them down in there. You should be able to turn this sideways and that can will come out for you most of the time. So we're going to get ready here. I've got my hand on the queen, on the can of food. As soon as I bring that up, I'm going to bring my queen out. You're going to get some friends. Just use that box cover, slide it on there, cover it back up. Now they don't really have a home to protect right now. They're not too angry with me. They are going to fly around. Normally you can just rip this right off, but I'm trying not to jerk on it too much, so I'm going to use a knife and just cut it loose here. So at this point, the one thing you want to do is check your queen. You want to look in here, make sure you see her. She's going to be in there. She's going to have some bees in there with her to take care of her. That's the queen's court. Make sure she's alive. We'll go into this just a little bit more here in just a minute. But what you've got here is queen cage with candy in this end and a cork in both ends. Now you're going to remove the cork out of this end here in just a minute. The number one thing to do is always make sure you only remove the cork from the candy end. If you remove the other end, she's going to go away on you. So first thing you want to do is just put this over to the side. We got all our bees here ready to go. I normally take this little piece off here. There's no reason to have it on there. Now something that's going to come in really handy for you, remove that candy with a nail like this. Remove the cork from the candy, that is. It'll just come out just like that. Now you do not want to poke a hole in this candy at this point. As long as she's good and alive in there, only thing you want to do to this more is I take a nail just like this one. I take me a hair tie or a piece of rubber band, either one, and I just put it around this nail. You'll see here in a minute, and I'll show you what you're going to do with that. Guys, what we have here is an 8-frame medium from BA Springs. We are using our new Premier Platinum Heavy 3-sprayed wax plastic cell. So this is a new product that we've just introduced this week. It comes out of South Dakota. It's made here in the United States. The gentleman that is the manufacturer of this spent 5 years researching and developing this product before he started to use it. It's sprayed with nothing but cap wax from A.H. Myers. So it's the freshest of the fresh wax that they pull out. It's sprayed then it dries, and they do that process 3 times. So it's extra heavy wax. This is our Premier Platinum. We offer it in medium and in deep. We offer it in black for the brood chamber area, and we offer it in white for your honey supers. The black makes it really easy to see the eggs, and then the white makes it really easy to see the clarity of your honey. So wanted to tell you a little bit about that, but what you're going to do here is now you need to get your queen ready to go. So what you want to do is take and put 4 frames to each side if you're in 8 frame. Obviously if you're in 10 frame, you want to put 5 frames on each side. You're going to take this queen cage, you're going to put her right here in the middle. Now once you get it in there, it's just kind of sandwich these up against it. That's going to give them an area to go down, and also an area for her to be nice and safe inside of there. The next thing you're going to want to do is take your empty hive body and you're going to put it right on here. So you've got one that is full of frames, got your queen in it, and now you've got your empty hive body. Okay, so it's time to start messing with the bees. They're going to get a little stirred up. So one thing you always want to do is when you're actually getting into a hive or doing anything that's going to stir them up, you've got to protect your eyes always. So I'm going to go get my protective gear on, and then we'll load this hive in. All right, so we got our protective gear on. All of our bees are back up here in the top. So we're going to give her another thump down. We're just going to get them all compacted. We're going to remove this lid, and we're just going to dump them in. Now remember, their queen's in there. So the place they really want to be is inside of there. They're going to be all over the place, but you're going to get most of them in just like this. Keep rocking that back and forth just like so. You can give that one more good tap, get them all down in there again. Then you can rock them again, get a few more out. Alright, so this next one that you got sitting right here, you can put that out front. Still got a few bees in there. You got bees a little bit everywhere. They don't really have a home, so they're not really that mad. Remember I said always be prepared, have your next piece of equipment ready. So we've got our Hive Top Feeder. We're going to go ahead and slide this on here. We're going to get them all nice and in. Now, you'll notice that we put our entrance reducer in the front, got the opening to the left. We're going to leave that in there for quite a while. We're going to come back and check this hive in about 3 days and make sure that she's exited that queen cage. So now what I want to do, I'll take my 1-to-1 sugar syrup with my Honeybee Healthy in here. I'm going to go ahead and I'll feed these bees. Put that on them, that's going to stimulate them, get them to start drawing that comb. As soon as they get that comb drawn out, here pretty quickly, that'll stimulate her to start laying. So I'm going to go ahead, this one I'm going to do a screened inner cover on this one. Put this bad boy on here, and you are ready to go. Now as you see, there are bees everywhere. You've stirred them up really well, but they're going to calm down here in a couple minutes. They'll make their way in. They'll be good to go. So this is the basic package installation. If you guys have any questions, you're always welcome to reach out to us if you have any problems. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time. It's also going to give them something to do if you don't break the sprayer from the dollar store. So you totally break the sprayer from the dollar store. Now with the broken sprayer, we're going to go to a little bit of the pour method, but it still works. Oh, God dang! Bloopers.
I just got you talking in your British accent.
Holy Christ! That's bad.
I just stopped the video.
That's real bad.